Hi, I'm Richard Randall, and welcome to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker, the owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty and the host of this program. This is the weekly radio show that informs and educates you on how to buy or sell real estate with Colorado's Real Estate Authority. That's Barb Schlinker. Barb Schlinker is a retired Navy veteran. Barb's also an author. She's a pilot, and she and her team enjoy all that Colorado and the Front Range have to offer. Barb, always great to be talking with you. Now, we air Your Real Estate Voice every Saturday right after Larry Kudlow. And if you can't listen to the entire show, it's always available on Barb's site, barbhasthebuyers.com, or just go to one of the podcast platforms, iHeartRadio, Apple, Spotify, and search for Barb. You'll find it there. So, Barb, what are we talking about today?
Well, Richard, I'm excited about all of these segments because they all have valid information to help our listening community. And the first one, we're going to cover what's going on with the Springs area real estate market. What are the prices doing? Are we seeing more demand? So we'll kind of deep dive into all those statistics. We'll also cover Castle Rock, Pueblo, the Teller County stuff. We'll cover some of those areas just so you have an idea what's going on in the market. We're just starting to step in to our selling season right now. And then the next topic is about how do you make that transition of being a move-up buyer, going from one home to the next. A lot of people, that's one of the toughest problems to solve in real estate. So we're going to cover the top ways to buy your next home without selling your current home. And then this question comes up an awful lot in my discussions with home sellers. They always want to know, we advertise a lot our cash buyer program. We have 65 high net worth cash buyers, many of which will make an offer on their home, cash as is, close when you want. It's really the real estate easy button. And it sounds very appealing, especially if you have a very targeted closing date. But the question is, are they going to pay me more money or the same amount of money as what a traditional buyer would, a live in your home non-investor buyer? And then the last topic, we're going to talk about how to sell your home for 10 to 30,000 more. And as always, I love covering our hot new listings. Richard?
Barb, now that the spring real estate season is heating up, you've reported that prices vary according to different locations up and down the Front Range. So, what is the current state of the Colorado Springs real estate market?
Well, I'm happy to report that the inventory is still low and the prices are still going up. The only downside in the market right now is that the rates are still high. So that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the real estate market. It's all about inflation. And as long as the government keeps spending like a drunken sailor, and I was a sailor, just so you know, but as long as they keep doing that, it's going to have an inflationary impact on our economy. And therefore, it's possible and very likely the Fed may not lower the rates this year. That's what we're starting to hear in the press right now. So what does that mean? It absolutely affects a buyer's ability to purchase a home because the payment is higher. But people are finding solutions around it. So we're going to talk about some of those. As far as when you sell, don't worry about the market. We sell homes year round. Sometimes my busiest months are the months that you wouldn't expect, like December. So, make the schedule work for you if you are thinking of making a move. The other thing too is interest rates have been creeping up in the last week or so. If you track them, they actually fluctuate every weekday for different reasons. Some of it is tied to what the stock market is doing. Some of it is tied what the Fed decides to do, but it's not exactly correlated. But as it stands right now, a 30-year fixed conventional is 7.11%. And a VA loan is just above 6.5 at 6.2%. So what does that mean? That means if you're selling a home, don't be surprised if a buyer comes in and asks you to cover some of their loan closing costs. We're getting those questions an awful lot. And just in general, the Springs area is a very strong market. It's actually on average about 8% more expensive than many of the other markets in the country. And we have a lot of turnover here because there's 5 military bases around Colorado Springs. This is the transfer season right now. This is the time that these buyers are coming in and making offers on homes because they're having to relocate for the military. The Denver area, though, has always been a very, very strong market and it's doing well. What we're seeing right now is the low inventory continues. Well, a lot of it is kind of the catch-22 for trade-up buyers. They're sitting on current interest rates at 2.25, 2.75, 3%. So if they have to trade up or downsize to another home, they're going to end up paying more than double on the interest rate, which absolutely affects their affordability when they go to buy their next home. The one saving grace, though, is that the younger generations coming in buying in homes are a much bigger generation, so there's high demand. And the other thing as well is because the prices went up so much between 2020 and now, a lot of people are sitting on a lot of equity where they'll be in a good position to make a nice down payment, so their payments won't be so high. So we are seeing an uptick in inventory, a little bit more than last year. We're also seeing an uptick in prices at the same time. The only number that I saw going backwards was the days on market is increasing a little bit. So it's taking more time to get homes sold. And just so you know, buyers are always looking for the right homes. And typically, there are a lot of differences. You can't really generalize a market. It depends on the neighborhood. It depends on your competition. It depends on what other homes are available right now in that price range, the age of the home, the updating of the home. All these things factor into the decisions as to whether or not the buyer is going to pick your home to come see or not. And it's really important to hire a good agent that knows how to create that kind of demand so that the buyers do pick your home to come see. And as long as those homes are priced initially correctly, especially in the first 30 days, they tend to sell for the most money. The ones that sit on the market for a long time, we do often see that those buyers will come in and go, oh, well, it's been on the market for a long time. I'm going to throw you a lowball offer and see if you bite, you know. But you never know. You can also wait out the process. Like I just put one home under contract that has been on for a while. It was a little bit difficult to show because of kids and dogs and busy schedules, but we got it under contract for full price. So it was pretty exciting. But right now, Colorado Springs stats are looking pretty good. Sales are outstripping supply for sure. Prices are starting to head up again. So I think that's good. Castle Rock has always been a strong market. Just in the past month, the average price has gone up over 15,000. And in both Woodland Park and Teller County, up in like Florissant and some of those areas, there is low inventory up there, but it's still slightly cooled market, but I will say that the prices are holding. And part of the reason is that the inventory is low. And as we go into the summer, you'll see the demand really pick up. The Texans absolutely love Teller County. Also, Pueblo West is doing very well as well. Pueblo in general, basically what they're saying is the sales continue to outstrip supply. So that's really good news for that market. One of my favorite areas is Monument, and that area is doing very well. There is a lot of new construction, but from what I'm seeing, the new homes are just on these little tiny, most of them, little tiny production lots. And so they're being compared against some of these older homes that have bigger lots and maybe mature trees, and they may not have all the new modern bells and whistles, but they have better lots and better views and finished landscaping. So we are seeing a low supply up in the North County of Colorado Springs as well. But as everybody knows, real estate is very local. It's local by neighborhood. It's local by zip code. It's local by the town. And so you really need a local great agent that understands the market, understands your competition, can take a good look at not only the competition, but current sales. And also, more importantly, that they know how to negotiate. That's a huge big deal when it comes to competing offers or even inspection repairs. I get crazy stuff on inspections. Recently, I had a buyer's agent ask the seller to replace the roof solely because it was 10 years old. Not that there was anything wrong with the roof. So the seller had to spend some money to bring two roofers out that both said the roof is fine. So we had to go back to the buyer and go, no, you need to go get a new insurance company if that's your issue. But in general, I can put these statistics for you, really tailored, really customized to your home and your neighborhood and your zip code, and give you a really good idea of what your home will sell for, how much you're going to put in your pocket when it sells, and all that. So if you are looking for a free in-home consultation, give us a call at 719-301-3900. Or if you're not ready now and you're looking into the future, you can go to barbhasthebuyers.com and you can get a really nice little quick over-the-net home evaluation. And it is very custom. We'll give you general value. We'll give you similar sales. So you have a pretty good idea of the price range of your home. And then when you're ready to really put your home on the market, we'd love to meet with you and show you what we can do to get you the most money. So if you are thinking of moving, give us a call. That's one of the things that we do, a free in-home consultation. We'll go over what to do, what not to do to get top dollar, give you a good idea of your home selling price range. And of course, we'll present your home to all of our buyers, including our 27,860 some buyers in waiting, buyers on Zillow, buyers on Realtor, our citywide buyer agent network, and show you all of our guaranteed sale programs. My name is Barb Schlinker. I'm the host of this show, Your Real Estate Voice, and I am the broker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Barb has the buyer's team. We're talking about the real estate market, and when we come back, we're going to do a brief discussion about how to position the home to get the most money when you sell. Richard?
Barb, we're discussing how home sellers know how to get the most money when they're selling. You're the expert. Tell us about that.
Well, Richard, the key thing is to make sure you get all 4 P's right. Number 1 P is preparation. Now, there are some people that just want to sell their home as is and take the easy button, not do any repairs, and that's fine. There's a different price for that. Or there's preparation to get the full-on top dollar, and we can show you how to do both. Picking the right agent is critical because there are some agents that really don't focus in on how to get their sellers the most money. They're just doing it because it's part of real estate, and they may not specialize in it. So you wouldn't believe how many homes I've looked at lately that were very poorly prepared for marketing. If you look at the photos, it's like, whoa, they have a staging problem, like the stuff all over the place. And though just a little thing like that is enough to make a buyer say, nope, I don't want to see that home, because if it's that messy, it's going to be worse in person. Pricing is critical. We'll deep dive on that at the end of this show. And then, of course, you want to hire somebody that knows how to promote your home so you get all the buyers in the market right now attracted to your home. And once you are on the market's going to tell you if you missed it. It'll tell you by the volume of showings. It'll tell you about the feedback from the showings. And in general, if you're not getting any showings, we're way off the price. If you're getting just a few showings, we're still high, but probably need to make a small move, maybe 3 to 5%. If you're getting plenty of showings but no offers, it's 2 to 3%, you're off. And if you're getting offers, you're right there, stay there, just wait for the right buyer. And that's what we actually help our clients do, help them make the right decisions about what's going on with their home while they're on the market. I even put together these short little market update videos for them very frequently, just to keep them in the loop, to let them see what I'm seeing. So that, because most people's goal is to sell the home, they don't want it to sit on the market. So if you are thinking of making a move, give us a call, 719-301-3900, or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard?
You're listening to Your Real Estate Voice, and that voice is Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. If you're thinking of making a move, just call Barb at 719-301-3900, or of course, visit barbhasthebuyers.com. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll be talking about the top ways to buy your next home without having to sell your current home. Stay tuned for that.